Okay, let me check audio. It'll load. There we go. Okay, is the audio good? Yep, it's good. I'll mute that now. Okay. Now, before we get too far in, I'm just gonna put a warning out that this one, obviously since I beat the whole game, like 100% unpaid completion, and all of that, I really don't have anything else to do except like going to be anything big. Basically what I'm trying to say is most of the stuff I'm just going to be doing is like showing all of this stuff like I started to last stream, but I realized that the stream was almost 3 hours long. Like that, it was like 2 hours and 42 minutes, I think, and that there is a crap ton here compared to the first game. So I just decided to do it in another video, and I'm gonna do things like now I need, and I mean need, to go back into Like a Real Scientist and beat Finn in the rocket minigame. I need to. Only problem is, since I have a big old feeling that you're going to redo the entire mission, and you only get 3 tries in the rocket minigame, I think. So that is really going to be annoying. But yeah, I'm just going to show off collections and yada yada. So this really isn't going to be a big video that you really need to watch. Because like I bought all suits and yada yada. I have all of this stuff. So yeah, I'm done with all this. I don't... like this video is just there. And then... yeah, then I'll do Spider-Man 2 soon. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Sorry, my sister just got back home. But yeah. The first thing I'm gonna try and do is do the rocket minigame. That's what I'm gonna try and do that first. Yeah, it makes you go back to the very beginning. And I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to skip this either. Oh right, I forgot that I had that on.
You look so peaceful, knocked out.
I had to turn on my volume up a bit. So, yeah.
You're sick.
I'm fine.
That'll leave a mark.
Let's just try and clear these guys out quickly. So that we can try and beat the minigame. Because again, like I said earlier, I have a big old feeling that that will give you a trophy. Sorry. And I know I've never said this before, and like I'm not a big trophy person. Like I'm not going to murder someone just to get a platinum trophy. But I think it's a cool accomplishment. I try and get platinum trophies when I can. You know? And for a game like this, the near and literally near impossible trophy, that's different. But I like to get platinum trophies. I think it's a cool little challenge. Adds a little challenge or something to the game.
And Roxxon would have made better headlines. Huh? What? What was that?
Out for the count. Another one bites the dust.
The good thing is, I've already played this, so I know what to do. Oh, oh.
Want the whole city to see what we can do. How was that?
We're not scared.
Siesta time.
Get out of here!
Lori, where you at? Somebody go check on her.
Not your lucky day. Sorry.
Pay attention!
Wish it was always this easy. Nap time, bro.
So glad he did not turn around, not once.
Another win for Spider-Man.
How did he not? Doesn't matter.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Oh, right.
All right.
Now I gotta...
Let's see what kind of security they've got.
Yep, yep.
Those shacks, which are locked and powered down. Need a new power source. Yeah, this'll work. Webs won't reach. Got it. Sticky and conductive.
I clicked L1. Oh my god. Thank you.
That's one. Getting good. Well, this is gonna work. This is working. A couple more.
Thank you.
Yes. I saw one more. Can't believe how well this is working.
Alright. Let's go in.
Sweet. Time to break the Underground's toys.
Alright.
Finn? You here? Finn? Come on. We need to finish this. You and me. She's got to be with our project. Down that hall.
Blood down here. Yep.
I'm coming.
What the
Hey,
heck?
where'd they put us?
I've got the museum map on my phone. Our project's in a special exhibit on the top floor. Can't wait to see our names on the little sign, like real scientists.
Today, Oscorp Science Center. Tomorrow, every major museum in the world. Special exhibits upstairs. There's the elevator.
We've got time to look around first.
Alright.
Ooh, we gotta play.
Oh, come on. It's just button mashing.
So you admit defeat?
Never.
Oh, faster!
Come on, Rocket Buddy.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on,
Go,
come
go,
on,
go, 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 go.
What the heck?
Yeah! Score one for Finn!
Shut up.
Come on. Yes, 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 yes.
Bro!
Oh, what?
Haha, gotta be quick. Finn 2 miles. Womp womp. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Up, 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 up. Go, 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 go.
Faster!
Come on.
Can't beat me. Rick taught me the fine art of button mashers. Finn, win. All sounds the same, huh? The museum's gonna close and you'll...
Alright. I can just restart last checkpoint.
Hey, where'd they put us?
So I don't gotta do all that again.
On my phone. Our project's in a special exhibit on the top floor. Can't wait to see our names on the
I accidentally unplugged my
Real
headphones
scientists.
Today, Oscorp Science Center.
when
Tomorrow,
doing that.
every major museum in the world. Special exhibits upstairs. There's the elevator.
We've got time to look around first. Ooh, we gotta play.
Oh, come on. It's just button mashing.
So you admit defeat?
Never.
Oh, faster!
Come on, Rocket Buddy.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come
Go,
on,
go,
come on!
go, 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 go.
Yeah!
Bruh.
Score one for Finn!
Come on. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, what?
Haha, gotta be quick.
Shut up.
2 miles. Womp womp. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Up, up, up. Go, 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 go.
Faster!
What the heck? What the hell?
Rick taught me the fine art of button mashers.
Shut up.
Finn, win. All sounds the same, huh? The museum's gonna close and you'll still be playing.
Okay, hold on, guys. Okay.
Hey, where'd they put us?
I've got the museum map on my phone. Real science.
Today, the Oscorp Science Center. Tomorrow, every major museum in the world. Special exhibits upstairs. There's the elevator.
We've got time to look around first.
Ooh, we gotta play.
Oh, come on, it's just button mashing.
So you admit defeat?
Never.
Oh, faster!
Come on, Rocket Buddy.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on,
Go,
come
go,
on!
go, 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 go.
Bro.
Yeah! Score one perfect!
Come on.
Why the heck did it only now start clicking? Hold on.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hold on.
What?
Aha, gotta be quick.
Finn 2 miles.
Womp womp.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Trying a different finger this time. Yes.
Go, go,
Faster!
Yes.
Gotcha. Found something I'm better at than you.
I knew it. I got a trophy. I knew it. I was using my thumb the whole time until now. I just used my pointer finger now. And guess what? That is all we are doing. I'm not doing the rest of this. Abandoned mission. Hold on, let me turn my fan on. Yep. Okay. For a second, because about the whole time I wasn't actually looking at the screen when I would do it. I was just looking at my controller. And I could have sworn for the second that I was watching on second to last try, it just didn't click at like the start. Whatever. Now, really, we just look at collections. I need some water. Hold on. I forgot about the characters tab until I just saw it. You know, we'll look at characters first. Ugh. So yeah, Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man. I think you can actually just look at the model now. Oh. So this time they don't really, unlike in the first game, there's no like thing. It's only their info. Not a little like tab that Peter wrote down or something. So yeah, height 5'8", 140 pounds. He's 17 in this game? Thought he was younger. Place of birth, Brooklyn, New York. Occupation, student at Brooklyn Visions. Academy, Feast, North Volunteer. And his Elias, Spider-Man. Genki. He's 5'9", 210 pounds, also 17. He was born in Harlem, New York. Occupation, student at Brooklyn Visions Academy. The guy in the chair. The gangster. Finn. 5'7", 127 pounds. That's oddly specific. Age 18, place of birth, Brooklyn, New York. Occupation, high school student. Elias is the one and only Finn Mason, Rick's little sister. Rio, height 5'7", weight 140 pounds. Age 42, place of birth, Harlem, New York. Occupation, city councilwoman, middle school teacher. Elias, Mrs. Morales, and candidate Morales. Speeder! Height 5'10", weight 167 pounds. I don't want to hear it in the comments. Age 24, place of birth, Forest Hills, New York. Occupation, superhero. Elias's friendly neighborhood, Spider-Man, webhead, webslinger. One second. Alright, height 5'7", weight 127 pounds, age 18. Basically everything. Same thing as Finn, except the only Elias is Finn Mason, and the occupation is leader of the underground. Rhino! Oh, dang, they do a bio. Huh, that's weird. I didn't see the button for it. Well, I guess we'll do bios after info. So yeah, height 7'5", weight 710 pounds. Yeah. I've always asked myself, I always asked myself, is he actually that tall under the armor, or does the armor just like have stilts? You know? But yeah, I always wondered that. But yeah. Age 42, place of birth. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Russia. Occupation, ex-mob enforcer, and now Roxxon enforcer. Elias, Russian regulator. Jefferson Davis. Height, 5'10", weight, 145 pounds, age 44. Place of birth, New York City. Wow, who would have guessed? New York City is in New York. Occupation, police officer. Elias, Officer Davis. Jeff. Then Aaron Davis. Height, 6'2", weight, 225 pounds, age 41. Place of birth, Harlem, New York. Occupation, subway worker. Elias, Uncle Aaron, Unc the Prowler. Then we have the Prowler. Basically the same as Aaron Davis, except occupation is thief for hire, and Elias is Aaron Davis and Uncle Aaron. Rick, height 6'1", weight 190 pounds, age 24, place of birth Brooklyn, New York, occupation chemist at Roxxon Energy, Elias Finn's big brother. Simon Krieger, height 6'3", weight 200 pounds, age 37, place of birth Tampa, Florida. Occupation, a head of R&D at Roxxon Energy, and he is no Elias. And we have just plain Roxxon, founded in 1932, and their headquarters is wherever they can pay the lowest taxes. And then the Underground was founded unknown, and their headquarters is Fist Tower. My neighbors, cool people I've met around Harlem. So yeah, I guess we'll read some bios. Until a year ago, I was just Miles Morales, your average kid from Brooklyn. The biggest thing I had to worry about, Dad was killed in Martin Lee's attack on City Hall. Mom and I moved from Brooklyn to her childhood home in Harlem. And, oh yeah, a genetically engineered, I don't know why I said genetically modified, genetically engineered spider bit me, and I developed powers. Now everything feels like it's been flipped upside down. Mom and I are figuring out how to deal with Dad, and I'm getting a handle on living in Harlem. Sorry. And I'm getting a handle on living in Harlem, plus figuring out how to be a superhero. That's a whole other thing. Pete, my mentor, is helping with that last one. Update. So Pete's leaving town to join his girlfriend, Mary Jane Watson, in Symkaria. Don't know how I'm going to handle doing this on my own. Am I really a hero or just a kid playing pretend? Another update. Not going to lie, superhuman strength and agility, can adhere to most surfaces, web shooters, fire high density polymers that dissolve in 1 hour. Spider sense acts as an early warning threat detector. Pretty decent at mixing meats. Fluent in 3 languages, English, Spanish. Well, ASL is a work in progress. What's ASL? I might just be a moron. Well, no, I am a moron. Update bioelectric ability. Genki named Venom. Cool, right? Another update. Optical camouflage for real. Genki, my best friend, coder extraordinaire, dependable, ray of sunshine, creator of Speed Nonagon mobile game. He's been over a year polishing and tweaking. Genki Lee is the reason I didn't wash out when I started at Brooklyn Visions Academy. If I hadn't met him, I don't know where I'd be today. He's the first person I told about my powers, and he freaked out in the best way. Dude immediately started working on ways to help. He built a next-gen superhero app, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. If it does half of what he wants it to do, it could revolutionize how Pete and I protect New York. Only downside, Genki does not know how to take credit for everything he's doing. He says he's happy supporting me, and I definitely couldn't do this without him, but still, maybe when he finally hits publish on the app, he'll learn to take a compliment. Maybe. Update, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app totally works, and it's dope. Powers and abilities, software engineering wizard, a swell of nicknames and jokes. Tells it like it is, but in a nice way. So no powers, got it. Finn doesn't feel right to call friend. Oh my god, I cannot speak. After reading so much out loud, I just can never speak. I had this problem first time I did a video like this for the first Spider-Man game. And it's not getting any better, and it probably never will. Which is why I'm just going to try and read a lot less of these. We grew up together in Brooklyn. We were basically inseparable until a few months ago when we just fell out of touch. That's probably on me. Between moving to Harlem and training with Pete, I haven't exactly been the best friend lately. Raising her after her parents died, he's super supportive of her love for engineering. These love science, but Finn is next level. She patented half the stuff she invented when we were young. Velociskate, sonar goggles. She'd be a gazillionaire now. She's not interested in money. She's out to change the world. I respect that. There are a few people I can think of. Just update. Finn is the Tinkerer. Can't believe this, but I guess I have to. No wonder we lost touch. Last update, I miss her. Always will. Powers and abilities dunking on me, brilliant. It's passionate, tenacious, really into hot sauce. What? Rio, if you want to know, tough, step inside a middle school classroom. Mom's a middle school science teacher, which makes her an awesome city council candidate. She grew up in Harlem, and I could tell she's glad to be home. She says it's changed a lot, and I know it's not all for the better. She has an itemized list of plans to help the neighborhood if she wins the city council seat. A big one, making sure Roxxon follows through on its neighborly promises. Now, that's just her and me. I feel weird not telling her about the Spider-Man thing. Yeesh. Yep, update. Told her about Spider-Man. I'm on the city council seat. Nice. Councilwoman Rio Morales has a great ring to it. Yep. Pete. Gotta be honest, I still think of Spider-Man and Peter Parker as two different people. Spider-Man's the hero of New York. Pete's the kind, dorky dude who signed me up to volunteer at Feast after my dad died. But when I stop to think about it, Pete being Spider-Man makes total sense. He always puts others ahead of himself. I mean, yeah, it's kind of obvious. These two are Yeah, these two are horrible at hiding their identities. Especially him. But yeah. Well, it's been hard for him since his Aunt May passed last year. Getting back together with MJ helped a lot, and we've done our fair share of grief swapping. Dude definitely needs a break, though. Yeah. Looked up to Spider-Man since I was little, but now he's my coworker slash boss, mentor. We haven't really clarified titles, but I'm so lucky to get him to get to train with the one and only Spider-Man. Though as he keeps reminding me, he's not the only one anymore. I hope I don't let him down. Yeah, it's gonna be tough without Pete. A lot did happen. Pete's still catching up on everything. Powers and abilities. Yeah, basically the same as Miles. Yeah, you guys can read all the specifics. She's their leader and behind all of their plans to take down Roxxon. She's also my best friend, almost my family. Is this how Pete felt when he had to fight Dr. Octavius? Honestly, I was gonna say Pete with Otto was worse, but honestly, they were both pretty bad. Sure, you guys can say whichever one you guys think is worse, but they were pretty bad. This was definitely how he felt. Never stopped to think, hey, what happens if one day my best friend turns out to be a supervillain? Superhero life is complicated. Yeah, we know about all these updates. And then, yeah, these powers and abilities. Yeah. Rhino. I still don't get, like, how? How do you just get trapped in the armor? Like, at least to my knowledge, this isn't some spring trap type shit. There's no spring locks. There's nothing. There's not really anything holding him. It's not like he's a corpse in a suit. Like, take off the suit without killing him. First of all, how do you even get it on? It doesn't. Like, it looks like it's just one big thing. It looks like it's. Like, this isn't some, like, I don't know, Halloween costume. There's no, like, zipper on the back, you know? Like, how does this even go on? And again, like, what do you mean you can't take it off? Like, this is a genuine question, not rhetorical. But yeah, he's supposed to be in the raft, but been undergoing repairs for months, so was temporarily placed in a lower security prison and broke several cells wide open, according to Pete. May or may not be the smartest cookie in the jar, but boy, is he the meanest cookie. Yep, turns out Rhino never made it to the raft. Yep. Though, especially the no sense of humor part. Dad, I got my love of science from Mom, but Dad taught me right from wrong. He was killed by Martin Lee at the bombing of City Hall, we know this, and he died the way heroes do, saving lives. He worked for the city's police department and spent most of his career chasing Wilson Fisk and his associates. Didn't know that part. Still think about him every day, wonder what kind of advice he'd give me if he knew I was Spider-Man. I hope he'd be proud. Best dad there ever was. Aaron Davis. My cool uncle used to spend a lot of time at his place. He taught me to mix beats and play pickup. Uncle Aaron and my dad had a big falling out years ago. We learned about this. Yeah, she doesn't trust him. Trying to get his life right. Yep, he's the Prowler. Yep. And then the Prowler. We know this. Yeah, we know all these updates and yada yada. And then Rick. Okay, yeah. Read scientific papers, like the crime novels. Reads those too. So every pre-70s and R&B album. Backwards and forward. Took a job at Roxxon, we know this. Yeah, he made U-Form, and it makes people sick. I don't even want to read about this asshole. And then we know about Roxxon. We know about all this. And then we know all about the underground. And then just info about the different people. So yeah, Teo, he runs the bodega on our block. And Gloria, she's works a feast, yada yada. Caleb, he's the barbershop owner. Camilla does the majority of the cooking at... I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I'm not good with... Whenever it comes to different... Because I'm not really good at pronunciations when it comes to different languages. Because of, accents and yada yada. I'm just not very good with pronunciation of things. And then Haley, street artist and activist. Yeah. And she's deaf. Powers. Yeah. You guys get it. So yeah, that's everyone. Now, just collections.
Middle school graduation was bittersweet. Finn went to Midtown High, but I got into Brooklyn Visions. Said we stay in touch, but man, high school's like a whole new world. Man, we flew down the street after we tricked out these skates with compressed air boosters. Neighbors started calling us the little geniuses after that. All that attention felt kind of weird and kind of cool. Got to tour Oscorp in 8th grade. Finn was way skeptical. Said that they were gonna destroy New York one day. Eva's breath almost proved her right.
Yeah, she was kind of right.
Finn was always checking out books before she finished her last ones. She even grabbed mine when I wasn't looking. Said it kept her brain sharp. Got this on a field trip to a Wakandan Design Group Expo. Finn saw all the tech on display and shouted, "I want to be an engineer!" Guess it stuck. Mom made this piqué hot sauce for Finn's birthday. Abuela's recipe, I think. Finn put it on everything. Always said, if it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right. Finn upgraded her swim goggles with sonar and a heads-up display. She never could stand losing to anyone, especially me. Finn loved these scratch art pads. Said it reminded her that no matter what something looked like on the surface, there was always more going on underneath. Oh, football league. I mentioned to Finn one time I was into soccer, and she went all impossible mission to steal this from an exhibition match for me. She'd do anything for her friends. One summer, we got way into space travel and started freeze-drying our favorite foods. Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Total fail. Red bean ice cream was not bad, though. Ha! Parts from the first PC we built. I used it for gaming. Finn used it to help an ESU Alzheimer's research team. Both good uses, I'd say.
Yeah, we're gonna start needing more of these. Yeah, because I heard, as almost anyone in the gaming community should know by now, the whole thing with RAM. Annoying. I know at least one of the few companies who makes graphics cards is doing the same. I did also hear, though, one company is starting to produce RAM, and people are hoping that they also make graphics cards. We'll just have to find out. I mean, I wasn't planning on getting a PC anytime soon, but I was just planning to get one eventually. Honestly, though, this is a me thing. I'm a console gamer. I'm just not good on PC. I'm just not good on computers, so I would mostly just use one for convenience. You know, like, tell me what's better, regular VR or PSVR. You know, like an Oculus. Simple. You know, I just mostly use it for convenience.
Concert tickets. Finn convinced me to go with her. I went ready to hate it, and wound up buying 3 CDs and a t-shirt. Dazzler and Lila Cheney for life. We always wonder what stuff like Thor's hammer was made of, and invented our own imaginary elements to explain it. Finn's names always sounded the best. After we won that science enterprise, Finn got way into space exploration. Dreamed up this moon transport. She wanted to reinvent the whole world. After seeing it in the Olympics, Finn got crazy good at table tennis in like a week. Her spin game was unreal. Could put the ball wherever she wanted. Girl is agile as heck. We gave copies of our keys to each other so we could hang out more. Ended up just hiding messages in each other's rooms.
Now we move on to postcards.
Scavenger hunt seemed like a fun way to celebrate 16.
Yeah.
Tour down memory lane. Remember that summer you and Finn forced me to take you to the museum every weekend? Here's a secret. I love those trips. Used to be I felt guilty you didn't have any siblings. Things with your uncle are tough now, but I would have never made it to 18 without him. Anytime I'd see you with Finn, I'd feel less guilty. You have a sister. Her. With Finn, and now Genki, you'll always have family in your life. Love you lots, big man. See you at the next clue. 5th grade field trip. Empire State Building. I chaperoned. Never agree to wrangle a bus full of 10-year-olds, son. Took us 3 hours to get here, and when we did, who showed up? The webhead himself. Battling Vulture. Soon as we stepped off the elevator, we had to turn right back around again and evacuate. Thing I remember most, though, you wanted to stay. Told me, Spider-Man needs our help, Dad. You're a born hero, Miles. Don't ever lose that fighting spirit. See you at the next clue. Had to practically drag you and Finn to the Modern Art Museum the first time you came. What do we care about splotchy paintings? But your mom and I knew. We had to show you kids that there were different ways of looking at the world. Sometimes radically different. When I saw you two in front of that psychedelic Angela Davis portrait, heads craned up and all, I knew you got it. All that orange and gold. Don't think you ever realized the world could look that way. That you could look that way. Like royalty. Proud of you making it this far. Let's see how you do at the next one. Spent half my youth at CODBs with your uncle. Every musician we loved played at this cramped little stage. Aaron even got up there once himself. Didn't do half bad either. When he finally told me about his night job, this is where he took me, to soften the blow. But it poisoned the place for me. Never took you here because of it. I regret that. You'd love it, just like I did. So, how about this? Find a show you want to see. Anything, my treat. We'll come out here and your old man will show you how I used to bust a move. Next clue's all yours, Miles. Woo, boy. Lobster Bills. Home away from home. Always reminded me of your Graham's Kitchen down south. Took your mom here on our first date, and just about every date after that. Even once when she was pregnant with you. And she went into labor right before dessert. I blame the Cajun shrimp. She was less of a fan after that. But I'm not gonna lie, son. Some of those nights working late, oh yeah, I'm stopping in for some fried okra. Don't tell your mom. Middle school graduation. You and Finn joked it felt like a royal coronation when you saw the art space building. Your mom and I were so proud. Our son and our almost daughter graduating at the top of their class. I know it made you sad, both of you, to go to different high schools. But Miles, I'll tell you, the friendships you make when you're young, the real ones, those last. You and Finn will find each other again. Maybe a few years down the line, maybe a few decades. You two are family, and family doesn't leave you, no matter what. One clue left. See you at the end, big man. And so we come to the end. C.J. Walker Park. Remember when we played ball here in the summers? Your uncle showed you how to take it to the rack. Well, I demonstrated how to throw it down with authority. Don't think I'll ever forget watching you and Finn trying to alley-oop to your mom. This place reminds me that as crazy as life gets, only one thing really matters. The people you love. You, your mom, Finn, Yankee, even your uncle. Keep the folks you care about close to your heart, and you'll never go wrong. Happy birthday, big man. You are my reason for being brave.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Next up. Just the Facts Archives.
To silence me. Tried to kill me. Who? Whoever engineered Rhino's escape and sent him careening through my studio right in the middle of recording my charity Christmas special. Think of the children. And think of me. Because J. Jonah Jameson refuses to be silenced. So in my tireless mission to bring you just the facts, I'm holding my nose. And broadcasting from my producer Jared's disgusting hovel of a studio apartment that he shares with... how many others? 5? Good Lord, Jared, when I was your age, I owned a 2-bedroom on the Upper West Side. Your generation. I swear. Anyway, if you are wondering who arranged Rhino's escape and pointed him right at your favorite truth speaker, witnesses on the ground are saying both Spider-Men showed up at the exact moment Rhino broke free.
We were there the whole time.
I think not. Ho, ho, ho! We've got our first caller coming down the chimney. You're live and festive on Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson.
Season's greetings, Jonah. I just want to get your thoughts on Roxxon's new development in Harlem. Great for jobs, or just wiping out small businesses?
So glad you asked, caller. Without question, Roxxon Plaza is American ingenuity at its finest. Green energy for the tree huggers, groundbreaking new tech for Wall Street, and jobs for the locals. Look, we faced a terrible tragedy with last year's Devil's Breath crisis. It's taken time to rebuild. But Roxxon stepped up to the plate, invested millions creating a state-of-the-art facility in a neighborhood that, let's face it, wasn't exactly booming. The way I see it, Roxxon Plaza's a Christmas gift for the people of Harlem and all of New York. I understand some folks fear change, but it's a good thing. Take it from J. Jonah Jameson. Jared, not 3 sugars, not 1 sugar. Tahoo sugars for 40 years. It's been Tahoo sugars. Never do this to me again.
Damn.
Now, I know many of you brushheads love to listen to this show on your subway commute. I personally do my best to avoid setting foot in those feces-infested death tubes. But Jared informs me that a major outage recently stopped all trains going through Harlem. I'm happy to report that service to the area has since been fully restored. But it should come as no surprise to learn that the new Spider-Man was seen futzing with transit authority equipment during the outage. Now I can already hear the zealots among you whining through your phones, but Jonah, obviously Spider-Man fixed the problem. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just stop right there and unpack that. Why would a guy who can swing through the skies and ignore Manhattan gridlock entirely need to even think about what's going on with the subway? If you just follow the threads, they take you right to the inevitable destination.
Damn, did y'all see how many times I used fast travel in this entire series? The amount of times I used fast travel in literally both of the games. It was a lot.
Merry Christmas! Despite Spider-Man and his sidekick's best attempt to ruin the holidays, I'm here to unwrap the best present you'll get all day. Me, J. Jonah Jameson. Now isn't that better than an overweight septuagenarian breaking into your home? Caller lines are open, so dial in and spend the Yuletide with Santa Jonah. Ho, ho, ho! As I sip on this hot Wait a minute. Jared, where are my marshmallows? Out? How could they be out? Friends, the war on Christmas is brutal and relentless. But we soldier on. Call now. Folks, here we are again. A major disaster in our city. Explosions, a bridge collapse, weapons discharged amid rush hour traffic. Thank heaven no lives were lost. But we can't be that lucky every time. What if this attack had happened a few days later, during the so-called storm of the century the 5 o'clock news won't stop jabbering about? From disaster to bedlam in a snap. And there's plenty of blame to go around, including to these underground thugs. That being said, it'd be a dereliction of my duty if I didn't point out that the Underground's attack was little more than an armored car heist until Spider-Man's bratty little sidekick showed up and tried to handle things, all on his own. What happened next? He made things worse. This new kid wants to be Spider-Man? Well, he sure is living up to the name. Speaking of which, anyone notice that the original Spider-Man hasn't been seen lately?
Because he's not here.
I think I know why. He's like the parent pretending that the kid melting down... You're the apple, Spider-Man!
Which one?
Friends, today I'm gonna have to be the disappointed parent. Not because of Jared. He's actually doing a fine job for a change. No, I'm disappointed that once again, some of you have allowed yourselves to be convinced that it's okay for a complete stranger with zero legal authority to parade around in a Halloween costume pretending to be some kind of savior. And once again, that misplaced faith has resulted in an unimaginable disaster. The truth is, it doesn't matter if you think Spider-Man is good. It doesn't even matter if he thinks he's good. What matters is that every time something gets destroyed in this city, he's there. Or now, his protege is. Ask yourselves, with all these crises we've faced, can we really afford to deal with twice as many? And where will it all end? Spider-Woman? Spider-Punk? Spider-Pig? Oh! While I vomit at that thought, enjoy these important messages from our fine sponsors. Oh! Today I have the honor of welcoming Roxxon Energy's head of R&D, Simon Krieger. Mr. Krieger, you've been out promoting the benefits of your new form reactors, the first of which is set to open in Harlem soon. Yet, you've had some critics.
Well, first off, Jonah, let me say what an honor and a pleasure it is to be a new city council member in the upcoming special election. And I have a lot of respect for Ms. Morales. She's smart. She's a great role model for young women, but I think she's putting her energy in the wrong place. Our new form reactors will make this a better city, a better home for New Yorkers. But I guess some people just have a hard time with change.
Let me give you some advice. One highly successful man to another. You know what I like to say to my critics? You and the horse you rode in on!
Damn.
Well, okay, I admire your conviction. You're a man who's not afraid to pay a fine in order to make your point.
Fine? What do you mean? Jared, how much? Do your editing thing, quick! You all remember Wilson Fisk, don't you? The so-called kingpin of crime? I'm told he's getting 5-star treatment in his cell, which is nicer than Jared's apartment, while his shark lawyers appeal his conviction. But it seems there may be some justice in the world after all, because a new Daily Bugle expose reveals that his now dilapidated Fisk Tower, which is scheduled for demolition in the new year, has been taken over by squatters. And isn't it just perfect karma that this garish monument to the ego of a guy who always felt he was above the law has been overrun by a bunch of freeloading bums? Next thing you know, Spider-Man will turn the joint into his personal headquarters. So how does it feel to be hoisted on your own petard, Wilson? No, Jared, that is not an obscenity. Read a book! Stop me if you've heard this before. Spider-Man chases villain through city. Millions of dollars of property damage follow. We're still tallying up the damage from Rhino's rampage, then the bridge disaster. And now it seems the Junior Menace decided to go for the hat trick with his new frenemy, the Tinkerer. I say those two should get a room, preferably a prison cell, and hash out their differences in private, somewhere very, very far from New York. And I don't just mean Jersey. I'm talking Oregon or even Alaska. Then maybe I could have one peaceful night at home watching the Great Wakandan Cook-Off without getting interrupted by my fire escape being torn off the side of my building. Darn it, that reminds me. Jared, did you set my DVR? Batten down the hatches, folks. The long presaged storm of the century, one heck of a blizzard, is blowing in. Make sure you're stocked up on supplies. My loyal listeners will already have plenty of Jameson's jerky, guaranteed to last longer than radioactive fallout. Meanwhile, if you're planning on taking the in-laws to visit Trinity Church, I got some bad news. Parts of this sacred local landmark are now rubble, following yet another skirmish involving Spider-Man and the Tinkerer. Thankfully, Roxxon was able to secure the scene quickly. The current whereabouts of either masked menace are unclear. But right now, that's secondary to the fact that Roxxon has generously offered to pick up the cost of Trinity's restoration, even though the damage was caused through no fault of their own. That's the kind of selfless giving we need more of this time of year, folks. Roxxon just made my nice list. I'll give you 3 guesses who's on the naughty list. And they all start with Spider and end in Man. Listeners, you all know that I pride myself on truth, integrity, and facts. I've been tough on this new Spider-Man since the disaster on Braithwaite Bridge. For good reason. The kid screwed things up so bad, even the original model would have blushed redder than his costume. The classic one, not that ugly new thing. But today, I must also acknowledge that the city is rallying around this youngster and proclaiming him a hero. With an unstable energy source on the verge of wiping Harlem off the map, this youthful Spider-Man reportedly stepped in and saved lives. Or at least that's what his supporters want us to think. The real truth is that none of this would have happened if he hadn't donned a ridiculous suit and started swinging willy-nilly around the city, performing reckless acts of violence. Hero? More like zero? Ha! Jared, open up the lines. I want to hear from those who agree with me. Jared? I said open up the lines. What do you mean they're open? Well, something must be wrong. Folks, we're having technical difficulties. Please stand by. Friends, small businesses are the backbone of America, and they have no greater champion than J. Jonah Jameson. But they have an enemy, too. Spider-Man. Apparently, he's been disrupting their supply chains in Harlem. Here to tell us about it is the proprietor of local restaurant Pana Fuerte. Buenvenidos, Camila.
Gracias, Senor Jameson, but there's been a misunderstanding. Spider-Man stopped the punks who were robbing us. I think your producer got confused. He kept wanting to talk to me in Spanish. Don't ask me why.
Jared's taking a course, which he's clearly gonna fail. But having a Spider-Man in your neighborhood, fighting criminals in the streets, that can't be good for business.
Actually, it's great. We got tourists coming in, hoping to see him. And when something gets damaged, my husband fixes it. His name's Jesus. He's a contractor. His business is called Y'all Meet Jesus. Anything gets messed up, he's your guy.
Thank you, madam. I think we can all use Jesus right about now. Especially Jared, as soon as we cut to commercial. I said cut to commercial. Take your medicine like a man. Folks, the Feast Centers have had a rough go ever since their founder, Martin Lee, turned out to be the mad bomber known as Mr. Negative. But I believe in the Feast Centers because I knew May Parker, the brave woman who literally gave her life to keep them going. So I was distressed to hear the Harlem branch recently suffered a damaging flood. With us is Gloria, director of that center.
Yeah, thanks. Anyone who wants to donate to the cleanup, check out our website. It's tax deductible.
Wonderful. I'm donating 10% of my paycheck for this week, and half of Jared's. Now, I'm hearing Spider-Man may have been responsible for the flood.
No way. Someone was responsible, but it wasn't Spider-Man. Follow the money. Who benefits from lower property values?
And I'm going to stop you there, because we have a strict policy of not saying anything that will get me sued. Incidentally, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man can't afford lawyers.
It wasn't Spider-Man.
We're out of time. Thanks so much for joining us, Gloria. And remember, everyone, if you want to be a real hero, not like a certain masked menace, donate to Feast. Jared, cut her mic before I end up in the poorhouse.
Sorry, guys.
Today, I want to address some rumors making the rounds of the pool halls and sleazy bars. Supposedly, Wilson Fisk has been trying to destabilize Harlem in order to make it cheaper and easier for him to acquire properties. All from behind bars. Now, you all know my distaste for conspiracy theories. If there's proof, I will be the first to condemn malfeasance. But until that happens, it is poisonous, irresponsible, and wrong to repeat such baseless and inflammatory claims. That's the kind of behavior I'd expect from someone like Spider-Man, who several people have told me enjoys a destabilized neighborhood himself because it creates more crime and thus more opportunities for him to make himself look good. So, let's be careful what we say and stick to the facts. Okay, people? Folks, I've heard differing opinions from my discerning listeners about Roxxon's security force. On the one hand, and this is fair, there are some of the same concerns I have about Spider-Man. These are not law enforcement officers and do not answer to the same standards. On the other hand, Roxxon has every right to protect its property and interests. And many of the skirmishes people are concerned about started because Spider-Man broke and entered into Roxxon's places of business. Now, I'm told these incidents have died down, but I ask you, if a stranger in a skin-tight suit burst into your bedroom at night, what would you do? No, wait, that was rhetorical. Jared, shut down the comments. You people are sick.
Hold on, guys, give me 1 second.
Listen up, people. I finally have scientific proof that Spider-Man is a crime against nature. Allow me to explain. A recent incident involving a construction crane and a tiny bit of ice turned into a spider snafu when the masked menace decided to intervene. The result? A disaster the likes of which this city has never seen. We have yet to receive a body count, but I can assure you, it will be... What's that? I'm being told no lives were lost, thank heavens, but the number of injured is likely significant. We're still awaiting word from local hospitals on just how many... Seriously? I'm now being told there were no injuries. However, this doesn't change the fact that this tragedy could have been avoided if Spider-Man had just let nature take its course. Jared, get me new fact checkers. I know they're your roommates. Get me new ones. Get rid of the one with the beanie.
Okay, okay, now we're on to this one. How many is there for this one? Okay, about the same amount.
Hey friends, thank you so much for telling people about this podcast. We've jumped the charts from 136 to 87. Like, wow. Okay, moving on. Today I'm doing a quick cast before I head downtown for my citizenship test, and I'm answering fan DMs. First one, where are you from, Danica? Well, I was born in Fuzhou, China, but we came to New York when I was 6. Next question, what kind of mic do you use? Purple one? I'm just kidding. The link's on my blog. Okay, question 3. What's the point of your podcast? Okay, so once a week, I get coffee with my friend, a journalist turned lobbyist. We talk about the news, and while we don't always agree, having to defend what I think makes me prep better. It keeps me informed and gives me a chance to revise my gut reactions. So I thought, what if everybody had that friend? What if I could be that friend for them? That's why I'm here. Ooh, and I should head to the subway. Thanks for listening, and remember that being overly familiar on social media is not cool. Okay, bye! Hello, this is the Danicast with Danica Hart, where we talk about the news without screaming at clouds. Let's start with the most obvious news. Prison Break! Wait, that's not the right tone. Let me try again. Prison Break. Okay, so, police were transferring prisoners back to the raft. They tried to break out. The Spider-Men stopped them. We all know that much. But here's something weird, okay? Police say Alexei Sitsievich, aka Rhino, has been transferred to a more secure, privatized form of work release. What the heck does that mean? No one will say, so I'm gonna keep digging. Although if it means Rhino is being held somewhere more secure than the raft, I guess that's good news. Till next time, if you're walking on a busy sidewalk, step to the side if you're staring at your phone or need to slow down, or I will run you over. Just kidding. Mostly. Okay, bye! Hey, Danicast fans. You ever hear a story that you just can't get out of your head? Maybe it's a scene from a movie, a headline you read on the back of someone else's newspaper, or your friend's play-by-play of a no-good, very bad date. Well, for me, that story is the underground. Who are they? What do they want? What's infuriating is that the question is so simple, but it seems impossible to answer. They steal, hurt, kidnap, and harass. They hit businesses and crime families alike. They have next-level technology and a grudge against everyone. I'm gonna keep looking into them, and if you have a tip, please send it my way. Until next time, remember not to put your coffee grounds in the garbage disposal, or they'll clog up your drain, like real bad. Okay, bye! Hey, Danicasters! A lot of you have questions about Roxxon, such as, who are they, and why do they suck so much? So let me give you a quick rundown. Simon Krieger took over after inventing Nuform, Roxxon's super-secret fuel source. He shifted the company's focus to power, and now he's trying to build Nuform reactors around the city, starting in Harlem. Caught up? Cool. Now here's the problem. Nuform has not been vetted by anyone. No government agency, no council of medical professionals, nada. Zilch. Roxxon claims Nuform is a corporate secret and doesn't want to give up the goods for review. Well, too bad, buddy. People need to know it's safe before they put it in their light bulbs. Have more questions? DM me. Until next time, remember to drink 8 8-ounce glasses of water per day to keep you nice and hydrated. Okay, bye! Hello, friends, and welcome to the Danicast. You may have heard that I endorsed candidate Rio Morales for city council in the special election, so today I'm interviewing her. For real! Thank you for being on, Miss Morales.
Thank you for inviting me. I absolutely love your show.
Aw, thanks. So you're running against the incumbent in your district. How do you think you can do better?
Unlike my opponent, I live in the district, and I listen to the people who call it home. I want Harlem to be as vibrant and safe as it was while I was growing up here. Roxxon Plaza was built on the current leadership's watch. That alone should make anyone think twice about voting for him.
We agree on that. Switching gears a bit, you're a full-time science teacher. What made you want to jump into politics?
It's really about loving my home and wanting to fight for it. During Martin Lee's attack on City Hall, my husband gave his life to protect others. I want to honor his memory by fighting for my neighbors and friends the best way I know how.
Good luck in the polls, and thank you for being on the show. Dana fans, you can join an AMA with candidate Morales on my blog for the next hour. Until next time, remember to set 1 minute per hour aside for deep, meditative breathing. Helps you clear your head. Okay, bye! Hey, all. We're gonna be a little bit more
Sorry, seeing how
serious
long we were
today.
going for.
If you were hurt in the Underground's attack on Roxxon Plaza, physically or emotionally, please, please get help. There's a list of resources on my blog. Switching topics, I'm pulling together an expose on the Underground, and I need your help. If you have any information you can share, it could help us shine a light on a group that needs to be taken down. Till next time, stay safe. And remember, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Goodbye. Hey, my buds, my dudes, my gal pals. As if New York wasn't exciting enough during the holidays, there is now a tropical storm/hurricane creeping its way up the coast. Oh yeah, just like that movie where the boat gets flipped over by a big wave, you know? Oh, sorry, spoilers. Anyway, if this storm hits, a lot of people are gonna need help. So now's a great time to donate to your local shelter. Till next time, remember to check your credit score annually. You get 1 free report per year, so be responsible. Goodbye. Hey, friends. Apparently, Mr. Jameson heard that I'm, and I am quoting his producer here, a Spider-Man stan. So now he's demanding I debate him. Jameson is a trained debater, and he's an accomplished journalist. So even if I'm right, that doesn't mean I can win. Sometimes it's not about the truth, it's about being the one who talks the most, or the loudest. But look, this debate is going to happen. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't try, and hey, maybe we'll all learn something. Next week, I'll post an edited version of the debate with Triple J, with the full transcript on my blog. But until then, remember to invest in blue light filters if screens give you headaches. Bye! Hello, friends. This is the Danicast with our debate.
That's your intro? Lame! We in the business
Hmm.
call that burying the lead. Hype it up! Let me ask you something, Danny. Do you ever think about what you're inciting? About your journalistic integrity?
More than some.
Because your campaign against Roxxon is baffling to an actual journalist like myself. You should be attacking the young, unproved vigilante who keeps causing problems in Harlem.
You twist everything Spider-Man does into something malicious while simultaneously excusing everything Roxxon does wrong. All Spider-Man needs for you to support him is to get a better PR department.
The only problem Spider-Man fixes are the ones he causes. I won't praise the arsonist for putting out his fire. Meanwhile, Roxxon built a beautiful plaza in a failing neighborhood.
By tearing down homes and businesses, our new Spider-Man is proving that Harlem isn't the failure Roxxon makes it out to be. And you, Mr. Jameson, for someone who claims to love New York, you sure do seem to hate New Yorkers.
You are clearly emotional, young lady, so I'm invoking the mercy rule on this debate. Jared, shut it down! And whose idea was it to debate a teenager? There are no good optics to destroying a child! Get the car! I need a hot stone massage!
Hello? Hello? Yeah, he's gone. Well, thanks for the debate that you demanded, Mr. Jameson. To everyone else, remember to stand up every half hour while working at a computer. Bye! Hey, Danicast fans. My debate with Triple J did numbers. Like, vaulted the podcast up the chart to number 3. 3! That is above Mr. Jameson himself. Someone recognized me at the deli today and asked about my citizenship application. Like, that's weird, right? It's weird. Okay, so I'm kind of wondering if maybe it's time to class up the pod a little, you know, talk less about me, talk more about the issues, include some ads, appear in public wearing a blazer, that kind of thing. What do you think? My DMs are still open, so let me know. And until next time, don't talk to women wearing headphones, okay? Please? They don't like it. Bye! Hey all, this cast could get a little maudlin, so, instead I'm gonna phrase it as a call to action. Things are bad in Harlem. The underground, Roxxon, the Tinkerer, it's all coming to a head with the neighborhood caught in the middle. City Council candidate Rio Morales is organizing a full evacuation to the Bronx. So please, if you're outside Harlem and can offer a room, a bed, a couch, anything, you could save a life. I know you're afraid. I am too. But this is our time to come together as a community. We are strong enough to survive this. Today's advice is to hold your loved ones close. Goodbye, friends, and good luck. Hey y'all, it has been a good week for Harlem. Spider-Man stopped the Tinkerer, Rio Morales was elected to city council, Roxxon Plaza is closed for good, and Simon Krieger is in jail. Boom! Ha! Bonus, I passed my citizenship test with flying colors! Still love you, China. Gonna miss your candy. Okay, back to business. In an attempt to save face, Roxxon's board released all of Krieger's personal documents. Memos, emails, real fun stuff. While I'm combing through those docs and waiting to hear Triple J eat crow on air, I'll be playing unreleased, pre-recorded casts. Fresh material coming in a few weeks, and in the meantime, remember to sing to your plants while you water them. Seriously, they love it. Okay, bye! See you soon! Y'all, I want to say that it is a damn good thing we have the new Spider-Man. That's right, no censoring. That is how real we're getting. Recently, a woman from Harlem was kidnapped. Before the PDNY had even tracked her as missing, Spider-Man found her. Harlem's going through a rough patch since Roxxon moved in. I hope that having Spider-Man on their side gives them a little hope this holiday season. Listeners, give Spider-Man a shout out from me on your favorite social and donate to Rio Morales' campaign if you're into saving the neighborhood from corporate takeover. And remember, clean your dryer filter after every load. Goodbye. Hey friends, some news. Feast North, the satellite branch in Harlem, is shutting down. Details on why are spotty, but I've heard that a flood made the building unlivable. If you're able to donate money, time, blankets, or food, it would really help the people who will be displaced by this. Today's advice: lining your trash can with paper will help absorb spilled liquids. I suggest using one of J. Jonah Jameson's books. Okay, bye. Good news, friends. Feast North is back on its feet. And guess who we have to thank? That's right, the new Spider-Man. Y'all, what doesn't this guy do? Okay, if you have pictures of Spidey cleaning up Feast, send them my way, and I'll feature them on the blog. Till next time, remember that a 10-minute nap will give you the energy boost you need. That we all need, actually. Okay, goodbye. Hey, Dana fans. For the last few weeks, Harlem has had a series of bad breaks. The attack on C.J. Walker Park, to name one. Spider-Man intervened to protect the neighborhood, but he didn't do it alone. I'm here with Genki Lee, the Harlem local who helped Spider-Man save the neighborhood.
It felt really good to help people out. Even better when we found out Wilson Fisk was behind it. Shutting him down is a career highlight for me. And Spider-Man.
I bet. How did you guys stumble on the conspiracy?
By talking to people in the neighborhood. They were all looking out for each other, which helped us look out for them. Teo, Caleb, Camila, Haley, Steph, Gloria, if you're listening, thank you.
I checked with Wilson Fisk's parole officer, who confirmed the big guy is under tighter security and will likely get some time tacked onto his prison sentence. Genki, and everyone in Harlem, thanks for looking out. Till next time, friends, remember to change your toothbrush every 3 months. Goodbye. Hey, pod listeners. This episode is part of my series, Underground Exposed. Spider-Man recently took down an underground hideout in Greenwich, and we found evidence that the underground went to war against the Maggia. Yes, that Maggia, the old school crime family. Back then, there was no Tinkerer, and the underground considered themselves a new class of criminal, the young mafia, if you will. They wanted respect, so they went after the crime families. The conflict sputtered out when Hammerhead staged the full-on takeover of the Maggia, which indirectly saved the underground. Thanks for that, Hammerhead, you jerk. Till next time, if you're trying to change your habits, limit yourself to 1 change per month so you can stick to it. Goodbye. Hey, Dana fans! You're tuning into my 4-part series, Underground Exposed. While Spider-Man was shutting down the underground's hideout in the Upper East Side, I found evidence of their days partnering with Tombstone's gang. Yep, you heard that right. They worked together off and on until an underground killed one of Tombstone's people. Cue violent feud. The underground were horribly, hopelessly outgunned. Then Tombstone was hauled off to prison, and not long after, the Tinkerer became their new leader and supplier. Peak attention span then. Bye! Hey friends, this is part of my series, Underground Exposed. I'm looking into who the underground are and what they want with the inner demons, and not for the reasons everyone else did. This was before the Tinkerer took over and way before anyone knew who the underground were. They wanted respect, street cred, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So they went after the biggest, baddest jerks in town, the inner demons. At least till Martin Lee, the demon's leader, went to prison. Then the underground needed a new target. Enter the Tinkerer, who pointed them at Roxxon. Till next time, make sure to get at least 15 minutes of sunshine per day. Bye!
So next up, we just have the sound samples, and honestly, that's really all I have for this episode. Like I said in the beginning, this one wasn't going to be much. Does it ever stop? Like, actually stop on its own? I guess not. Yeah, really, it's just all the sound samples. And then this trash-ass beat. Okay. I doubt you guys did, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys... I mean, I don't hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I was pretty bored, but I just really do these ones because why not? It's kind of interesting. Really, it's just the like pot, like the just the fact, just the blah, the just the facts stuff that gets me bored. But the other stuff was interesting. But yeah, I guess I'll do this crime while I do the outro. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this series as a whole. And yeah, I'm gonna do this crime first. I think you guys already know why I'm trying to get 3 Venom bars. But yeah.
So, move! I don't want to see your face again.
Pick on someone your own. Oh, God.
Boom.
I think I'm getting the hero thing down.
Alright. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.